Well, the concept that shows up often when people talk about exactly not just AI doing everything for us, like automation, but like collaborating with us, like being our agent, is this human in the loop concept. And honestly, like I have a bit of trepidation with this concept because everyone just throws the things like human in the loop. And even you were saying the same, oh, when you have a doctor and an AI assistant, then clearly this will be better. Actually, that's not true. Like there were like actually a couple of studies that shown that, there is a question, like it's not as easy that if I put AI model and a human, I will get it better, like I will get better than any of them. It's sometimes you get the worst, right? There is a question of over-reliance where a kind of people start deferring to AI. So how are you thinking about human in the loop? How do you set it up in a successful way? What are the recipes here?
So let me start with my irritation with those studies.
Okay.
Right? Because I looked at those specific studies.
Nice.
I was like, oh, that was interesting. The problem is the thing they kind of measured is they said, okay, a doctor with almost no experience with AI before, now we're injecting AI.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's almost like, hey, I'm bringing you a new tool set and oh my God, you're performing less well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that kind of doesn't surprise me because the interesting question is not if you did a cold start, like you kind of said, Doctor Group A, no experience with AI, doing their normal thing. Doctor Group B, no experience with AI. Now we're injecting AI in. Oh, look, Doctor Group A, better performant than Doctor Group B. Well, okay, that's kind of predictable, right?
Yeah, but that's not actually the studies I'm talking about.
Okay.
So there was, it was a while ago. It was still before the previous era of AI when there was still expert systems, not the new ones, and kind of the...
Oh, so you're going down, okay, I get. So I was talking about, there were some recent
Okay.
ones which with modern systems.
Oh, yeah.
that had that.
Again, I'm an academic,
Yes.
I can always
Yes.
talk shit about papers and what they are doing.
Yeah.
Like I think you are correct in this specific instance, but I'm saying there are others as well.
But the question about reliance then gets down to, look, the way you construct that, you say, well, what's the way that we should be training the AI systems to get, because this is with human agency, to get the doctor plus agent performance higher,
Mm-hmm.
right? What's the way we should be building the AI systems? And what's the way we should be building doctors?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, those will change. And by the way, it isn't even a disbelief in the thesis that we couldn't get it to the point to like using the classic chess analogy that a lot of people use. Like, well, first it was the computers beat the humans,
Mhm.
then the humans plus the computers can beat the humans and computers, and then the computers just beat all of them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the classic, like, oh, that's the end state and all of these things, which I'm not convinced just because that played out in chess, that's the end state in every domain. But I get the metaphor of it. And it, TBD, probabilistic. But say, for example, you say, actually, in fact, the AI will actually do better medical decisioning unimpeded by any intervention by the egotistical humans who go, no, I think I know better. I got to prove my own value. Then I think that's a majority of, actually, in fact, I think you'll still have humans in the thing, but actually the humans have to be retrained a whole bunch in order to still get the better impulse. Because you have to understand, like, well, where is it that I'm actually going to be, like, I'm not going to be better on these things. And if I can, if I get to that point, but even in that circumstance, you don't want to have the AI agents working in a way like, oh, you dumb human, don't second guess my decisioning. Because part of what you want in the agent design, this is part of where Superagency is written for technologists, is thinking about human agency is like, look, I may still think I have the right answer because I'm just like, like I always win the Olympiad against the both the humans and the humans plus machines just doing it better. But part of my function here is to bring the human along with me to help them grow and evolve and so on. And that's part of the function of the agent. And that's part of what we want in the design